Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 5 and today we will present about ACC 116 project case study. So first of all, let me introduce my group members. So this group contains 4 group members which is Cempaka, me, Anas Aiman, Anis Suryana and Adil Bukhari. This group will discuss about question 3. So for the first question is discuss the 5 differences between activity-based costing and traditional costing for overhead computation. So for B is explain any 2 important of cost driver in activity-based costing, and the last part is explain any 3 advantages and 2 disadvantages of activity-based costing. So for the next part, I would like to pass to my group members to discuss about the next question.
For the first question, I will explain about differences between activity-based costing and traditional costing for overhead computation. First, cost allocation basis. For activity-based costing, it can identify multiple cost drivers or cost activities that consume, recognizing that overhead costs are driven by various factors such as setups, inspection, or consumer orders. For traditional costing, it typically uses a single cost driver such as direct labor hours and machine hours to allocate overhead costs to products. This assumes that the primary driver of overhead costs is related to direct labor or machine uses. Second is cost accuracy. Activity-based costing provides a more accurate and detailed cost allocation by considering multiple cost drivers or cost activities that better reflect the actual resource consumptions. It enables a more precise understanding of the costs incurred at each activity levels. Traditional costing tends to cost based on a single cost driver, which may not accurately reflect the actual consumption of resources by different products or services. This can lead to distorted cost information and inaccurate pricing decisions. Next, we move to cost complexity. Activity-based costing is more complex and requires a detailed analysis of various activities and their associated costs. This complexity can provide a more comprehensive view of overhead costs and their drivers, but may involve more effort and resources to implement. For traditional costing, is relatively simple and straightforward to implement as it relies on a single cost driver. This simplicity may be advantageous in some cases, but can oversimplify cost allocation in complex production environment. We move to the cost management. For activity-based costing, facilitates better cost management by identifying activities that drive costs and providing insights into the relationship between activities and resource consumption. It helps identify cost reduction opportunities and supports process improvement efforts. Next, for traditional costing, it may not provide sufficient visibility into the root causes of overhead costs or identify areas for cost reduction or process improvement. These limited insights may hinder effective cost management. Last but not least is product profitability analysis. Activity-based costing enables more accurate product profitability analysis by assigning overhead costs based on the actual activities and resources consumed. It allows business to determine the profitability of individual products or services more precisely, leading to better pricing and resource allocation decisions. And traditional costing may lead to distort profitability analysis as Some products or service may be allocated a higher share of overhead costs based solely on the chosen cost driver regardless of their actual resource consumptions. That's all. Thank you.
For the second question, I will explain two importance of cost driver in activity-based costing. For the first importance is to support for decision making. Cost drivers in activity-based costing provide valuable insights into the relationships between activities and cost. Understanding which factors influence resources can more inform decisions related to pricing, process improvement, resource allocation, and cost reduction initiative. The second importance is for the cost accuracy. Activity-based costing provides more accurate and detailed breakdown of costs by allocating overhead costs to specific activities based on their consumption of resource. This accuracy enables organizations to have better understanding of the cost structure and make more informed decisions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Lastly, I would like to explain any 3 advantages and 2 disadvantages of activity-based costing. 3 advantages of activity-based costing is, firstly, ABC provides a more accurate cost per unit. As a result, pricing, sales strategy, performance management, and decision making should be improved. Secondly, ABC system is better understand of overhead costs so that resources can be used productively. ABC method also helps in fixing price of products or services that are excessive or incorrect. Overall product and service quality can improve as ABC's data details production and cost issues that need to be resolved. Thirdly, activity-based costing identifies activities and assigns all costs associated with completing the activities. This allows a more accurate of a product cost by showing the direct relationship among activities, costs, and products. Activity-based costing assigns to activities both manufacturing and non-manufacturing costs. It also eliminates the process of attaching some unrelated manufacturing costs to products. Next is 2 disadvantages of activity-based costing. Firstly, setting up on ABC system can be expensive and time-consuming. This is due to business activities that need to be analyzed into individual components of activities. As data are collected, measured, and entered into the system, the entire process will use valuable resources. The business need to hire consultants to set up the ABC system as well as involve and increases of employee training. Lastly, reports produced by an ABC system contain information which is vary from the information reported for a traditional cost method, for example, product margin. Some activity-based costs may be irrelevant in certain decision-making situations, such as ABC does not comply to accounting standards and should not be used for external reporting. Interpreting ABC data along with regular accounting information can be confusing that consequently lead to bad or wrong decision-making.